So the first poster was Silence of the Lambs, and this one was pretty easy to do. Is this working for you? Hey crew, it's Casey, your friendly neighborhood photographer. So I am a big fan of holidays. I absolutely adore them. Whether it's Christmas, whether it's New Year, Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day, anything that I can dress up for, hang out with friends and family, take pictures for, I am completely game. Christmas is one of my all-time favorites. You don't have to see me at SantaCon to know. Although it does help. So for the past 3 years, every Christmas I've done a photo shoot, which I turned into a postcard and mailed out to my friends and family. I'm a big fan of sending out postcards. I have a few amazing friends that send me one every year. These. Something about getting snail mail is really fun when it's like a postcard. When it's like a bill, because I feel like all anybody ever gets in the mail are bills. So I do these photo shoots and I send these cards so people can get something fun in the mail. So for this year's photo shoot, I decided to combine one of my biggest dreams and passions with the Christmas themed photo shoot that I do every year. I want to be the photographer that does the movie poster for a Hollywood blockbuster. I want you to go to a movie theater and I want my picture to be the one that you see and you go, I want to see that movie. And because my dream is to become a film advertising photographer, what better way to learn how to do that than to go and recreate some of the most popular and famous movie posters? So I went to my Instagram stories and asked you all which ones I should do out of this huge collection of movie posters. I found a lot. I really like movie posters. And you guys sent me some great suggestions. We got tons of great ideas, and I want to do all of them. I'll probably do all of them eventually. But December is not that long of a month, so these were the winners. So the first poster that I recreated was The Silence of the Lambs. Bam! And this is a very iconic poster. And the cool thing about this one is that it's actually not that hard to do photography-wise. A lot of it comes down to the editing. So I was really excited about this one. I called my friend Emma, who agreed to model for it. She's just a great model because she's down for kind of any shoot. Hey, do you mind if I erase your mouth for this photo shoot? And she's like, yeah, totally. Really, she's just down for the weirdest things that I come up with. So it's pretty awesome. The lighting for that is pretty simple, just a single light with a softbox on it, coming in from camera left. So the photo shoot itself was actually really easy. Then you bring back the color in the eyes, make it pop a little bit, and The Silence of the Lambs becomes The Silent Night. So the next movie poster we recreated was for Pulp Fiction. Now this one is really iconic. Everybody knows this one. I've seen this on so many t-shirts, it's ridiculous. Really funny one to recreate because essentially I had to create the bedroom from the poster in the studio. Well, actually not in the studio. I had to do it in my dining room because the back of the poster has those blinds and the only window I had that had those that was low enough was in the dining room. So basically I turned my dining room into a bedroom. And by that I mean I took my old roommate's twin mattress, put it on the dining room table, and boom. So I brought in my friend Valerie to be Uma Thurman. Basically I switched out all the cigarettes for candy canes, put a gift box in front of her, then lit it from camera left with a softbox and popped a hard light coming in from the back to add a little definition. And boom, Pulp Fiction becomes Christmassy. The next poster that I went to recreate was Black Swan. Now this is one of my all-time favorite movie posters. Black Swan was shot on a large format camera. Now I don't have one of those, so that was going to be a challenge that I was going to have to overcome. Not to mention that the poster has this fantastic makeup job on it, which I don't know how to do. So I invited my friend Carly to come in. Carly is a really skilled makeup artist, and I knew that she was going to have a lot of cool ideas for how to winterize the Black Swan makeup. So we talked back and forth, we came up with all these different ideas until we settled on this kind of a bluish tint so we would turn her into more of the winter-themed Ice Queen than the Black Swan. So everything was set up. I knew how I wanted to shoot it, the makeup artist knew exactly what she needed to do, and we had a model lined up. Unfortunately, we hit a little bit of a snag. On the day of the shoot, the model calls me to tell me that she's sick and can't make it. So that's not good. I'm not about to waste my makeup artist's time and all the effort she's put into this. So I tried to reach out to a ton of models to see if I could find anybody who could fill in that same day to be the Black Swan. Unfortunately, pretty much everyone I contacted was either busy, couldn't do it, too far away, etc. And then I got crazy lucky. I got a reply from a model named Kaylee who said that she was free and was interested in being the model. So the shoot was back on. So cut to the day of the shoot. Carly does an amazing job on the makeup. Kaylee looks fantastic. She looks just like the Black Swan, but with more hints of blue. And then the lighting was pretty simple. I did a beauty dish from above with a reflector coming in to soften the shadows underneath the light. And boom, we got the Black Swan. Or in this case, the Ice Queen. The last movie poster that I went to recreate was for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This is one of the ones that I wanted to do from the beginning. I've always loved this poster because of how simple it is, and my friend Isabella was definitely going to be the Mrs. Smith in that one. Now the problem was going to be I had to find a dress that looked just like the one in the movie poster but was red because it's Christmas edition. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the full body with a thigh-high slit red dress with spaghetti straps could not be found anywhere. I don't know why. It's Christmas. Red stuff is everywhere, right? So I looked everywhere to try to find this dress, and I didn't find anything close. Like, I got to the point where I was just like, let me find anything. I'll cut it up, I'll Photoshop it if I need to, I just need something. So I ended up going to Facebook and just posting a status like, hey, I need this dress. Does by any long shot anyone have it? And lo and behold, my old friend Jin, probably one of my oldest friends, contacts me and says she's got the exact dress. Like, doesn't need to be altered. Like, she's got the dress. And this is a girl that I knew from, like, kindergarten. Like long time ago. Like, we were playing with blocks and, like, talking about Garfield. Like, that's how long ago this was. And she reaches out, has the exact same dress, and ships it to me. So, thank you, Jin. You saved the photo shoot. So day of the shoot, Jin sends me the dress. It fits Izzy perfectly. It looks exactly like the one in the movie poster, except, it's red. Now, initially when you look at the poster, it seems like a fairly simple one. Just two people standing, knees up, holding guns. Well, hers is in a garter. The movie poster is kind of deceptively simple, because even though it looks like both of them are just like leaning against walls, when you look closely, they're actually not. The only thing that looks like it could possibly be touching a wall is each of their individual feet. So to recreate the pose, Izzy basically had to balance on a high heel while she kicked the other leg up as high as she could to imitate the bend of Angelina's knee. And this took quite a few tries. I cannot give my model enough props because it was a long process and it took multiple tries to get this right. And by the end of the shoot, her leg was like visibly trembling. So I'm so glad that she believes in my art enough to do leg day, I guess, for one leg. Imagine going to the gym and just working out one leg for an hour. So the other person we needed for the shoot was Mr. Smith. My younger brother Alfred stepped forward to be the model for that one. He has this fantastic burgundy blazer that we were able to use in the shoot. I tweaked it so it was more Christmassy red, and he was able to knock the pose out really quickly, actually. It's probably easier when you don't have to do it in heels. Then after that, it was all up to me. Just a little cutting up in Photoshop to put them on the white background, add the text layer, and Mr. and Mrs. Claus was born. So the postcards have been printed and they are on the way. If you are on the list, you should have it by now if you haven't already gotten it. And if you want to be added to my holiday mailing list, send me a direct message on my Instagram account and let me know. I'll add you to it. So thank you so much for watching this video. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite movie poster is, and maybe it'll be the next one that I recreate. I make videos every month, so subscribe and I'll talk to you in 2018. Blah, blah, blah.
And I don't want to get pulled over on the way home. Like, what, sir? I am important. I was in a play. I'm on my way home. Isn't that great?
Very fancy.
I mean, I'm ready
It's
for
all the rage in Milan.
Here we go, baby.
How does it feel having a snowflake in your mouth? So for the...
I've always wanted to be on a video going, and cut. And cut. That's a wrap. That's what I should have said.